People think pho is healthy, but this could either help your fat loss or completely ruin it. So today we're here in Vietnam to try the most authentic pho. We're going to be learning how to make pho, and then we're going to be breaking it down to rebuild it at home in the most fat loss friendly way possible. As someone who's into fitness, training, trying to look the best, but also loves food a little bit too much, oh my god, I try to track calories whenever I can so that I can stay lean while still being able to eat the foods that I love. And of course, one of those foods is pho. I really wanted to make a calorie-friendly pho that I can make and track at home because honestly, 1 month I spent like $200 getting takeout pho every single day, and I should probably be a bit more wiser when it comes to spending my money. So the first step to rebuilding this amazing dish is to actually try authentic local pho. And so today we're here at Pho Worth. I think it was like the best rated pho here in Saigon, but there is a difference between North Vietnam and South Vietnam pho. Pretty much on the menu here, they've got all different kinds of pho. We're going to be going for the traditional southern pho, which is pho đặc Viet. Correct me if I pronounce that incorrectly. That one should have all of the different types of beef here. They've already given us all of the herbs and the yor tao on the table. Like as soon as we walk in, everything is already set. Look at that. It has come. Oh my god, that looks so good. I love pho so much. Tell them why we love pho so much.
The broth is so flavorful. It seems like a really simple dish, but it's never simple.
Super. It's like so in-depth. It's got noodles. The broth is super clear but so deep. It's very high in protein. Like it's super meaty. And the herbs are very refreshing. Let us teach you how to eat pho as a pho professional. So first, chili sauce, and you've got your hoisin sauce. The rule is you're not actually meant to put them inside of the noodles itself because otherwise it's going to ruin the flavor and depth of the broth. You actually put it into a bowl like this, and now it's used as a dipping sauce. The holy duo of sauces. So that's used as a dipping sauce. And then you've got your bean sprouts, and then you've got your greens.
It's quite strong.
And then you chuck in the lime. All right, first things first. You don't like that one?
I think this is the one that I
love. It's the one that you hate. I can smell it. Right. Let's try it. Broth first.
Yum.
That's the pho I know and love.
Oh my god, I love it.
Let's try the noodles.
This seems like
oh my god.
Is it nice?
That's what I want. Yum. And this is what you do. So you've got the meat, you dip it in the dipping sauce, and that's how you eat.
This is my favorite part.
This is amazing. The one thing that you don't see in Australia though
Yor tao.
is yor tao. If you ever see yor tao, which is like fried bread, make sure to get it because what it's used for is to dip it into the broth itself. It soaks up all of that nice, delicious broth. I'm sweating so much. It's so hot in here. I reckon it's fat loss friendly because a lot of it can come down to like the clear broth. It's not very oily or anything at all. The meats, if you're using lean cuts of meats, that's where it can be very calorie friendly. The herbs is very little calories. It's like pretty much volume. That can really help keeping you full, especially in a cut as well. But the trap with where it becomes high calorie is adding a bunch of the sauces here, adding oil into it, not skimming out the fat for the broth, adding extra noodles, using fatty cuts of beef. In terms of the calories for this specific bowl, probably around maybe like 800 calories.
This one, yes.
Yeah,
For that
I would say 800 calories. Maybe 40 grams of protein with all of these meats here. The main takeaway is it really just depends on how you make it. It can be incredible for fat loss, especially if done right. To make this recipe properly at home, we first needed to understand what actually makes great traditional pho. While we were in Vietnam, of course, we had to take this opportunity to learn how it was really made by a local.
So today, you're going to do it by yourself and from scratch.
Before we even touched the pot, we headed to the local market in Ho Chi Minh City, and this is where pho actually begins. Not in the kitchen, but with the actual ingredients themselves.
We always use the fresh noodle. Can you guess what this one is?
Is it like a glass noodle?
Yes, you know what it's made of?
Like starch.
Glass.
Yeah.
This was as local as you could get. We went pretty deep into the market and there was literally no tourists around whatsoever. We started at the markets to learn the fundamental ingredients needed for pho, what to look out for when shopping as a local, and how to find the best quality ingredients to make the best tasting pho. Avery, our instructor, was honestly amazing. Like, she showed us the rules and etiquette when it came to buying from vendors, and also which ones are the ones that we ourselves should actually shop at. For example, like when selecting our meat, we should look out for these vendors with the uniform here. These guys ensure that the meat sold is safe, and if you do get sick, they also have their contact information that you can reach out to, because, you know, some of the stuff did look pretty suspicious. Once we got all our ingredients, it was time to head back to the kitchen to learn how to put it all together. We walked through this small alley for a while and finally got to Ava's place, where she had this cute little kitchen set up all for us. During this class, we learnt the fundamentals of everything that makes a great traditional pho. Holy pho.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it. We start out by getting familiar with the aromatics because this is where a lot of the pho's flavor actually comes from. That one's definitely cinnamon. Thank you. I don't know what any of these are. This class was honestly exactly what we were looking for. We weren't just following a recipe, we were learning how and why things were done in a certain way. When it comes to developing a calorie-friendly recipe, the key is to swap out ingredients where you can for lower calorie alternatives without altering the taste. But as we were going through it all, we realized that we probably didn't need to substitute all that much because pho broth itself is actually really light. It just took a while to prepare the ingredients for the base, but as everything came together, it seemed very easy and doable at home once we understood how and when to use all the ingredients. So we just learned how to make pho from scratch. Oh, the flavor is so deep already. So is this like the North version of pho? Yeah. After making the pho completely from scratch, tasting it all come together, I was honestly pretty amazed at myself. It tasted like something I could buy from a restaurant. I ended up finishing the entire bowl, and it really showed how much balance and intention goes into a good bowl of pho. After the class, we cleaned up, and our host Ava had some really nice words to say that you should definitely listen to and take advice from.
Guys, go like, share, and subscribe to Lee and Minso. Now they are qualified to cook Vietnamese food without offending anyone. Yes, if you want to enjoy the experience, please come to Holy Pho cooking class in District 1, Ho Chi Minh City.
Yay, thank you. We just finished learning how to make pho from scratch. It was actually so fun.
So good.
Like I think we learned how to make the northern style pho where it's like more cleaner and deeper broth, and I feel like we definitely can make it calorie friendly.
Like I can't wait to, make our own version.
So let's go home and make pho.
No.
I want some pho. I feel like only Vietnamese people will know what that means. So we are back, and I reckon we can make some pretty fat loss friendly pho. Ava was amazing. Like she taught us how to make the northern style pho, and it was actually really easy. Making a few swaps here and there, I reckon we can make easy, quick, and calorie friendly pho. This is actually my first time making it, so I reckon I can nail it the first go. And then I'll get Minso to taste test it, and then she's gonna tell me whether or not it was good. So let's start making it. Whenever I make a calorie friendly recipe, I try to break down the components as much as possible. I split this into 4 parts: the protein, the soup, the veggies, and the carbs. For the carbs, we haven't really found a way to make low calorie noodles yet, apart from these tofu noodles which you can buy from the market, so we decided to go buy pre-made noodles just like our cooking class. For these pre-made noodles, all you need to do is microwave them and it's ready to be served. Per 100 grams of the noodles, it's about 30 grams of carbs and 131 calories. The main veggies for our one, we went with the classic Southern Pho style selection of bean sprouts and basil. Bean sprouts for this are good because they're very low calorie at about only 6 carbs and 30 calories per 100 grams, which means they are great for increasing the volume. For the protein, we were inspired by pho from North Vietnam, and we wanted to keep it very simple, so we went with rare beef style pho and purchased the leanest cut that we could find. Here in Australia, it's called rump, or I think in the US it's called top sirloin. We just cut it super thin because we'll be pouring the hot broth over it, and that is what is going to cook it. If you cut it too thick, it's not going to cook all the way through, as we're not boiling this in the broth to keep it nice and clean, and also the beef will stay tender that way. Raw beef rump is about 20 grams of protein and only 107 calories. And finally, for the most complicated part, the broth. We wanted to make this as easy as possible with minimal equipment and ingredients, and honestly it turned out pretty good. To start, bring water to a boil and cook the beef bones for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, spoon out any scum and continue boiling it for a little bit longer until any further scum appears. Once you clean that out, take the beef bones out and rinse and clean the bones as much as possible. Then set that aside. With a flame on low heat, char the onions, ginger, shallots, and bones. Once charred, peel off all the burnt parts of the veggies and set that all aside. In a small pan, lightly toss the cloves, cinnamon sticks, cardamom, coriander seeds, and star anise. Then just pop them in a spice bag when done. Then we're going to be preparing the broth. Combine rock sugar, tashida, or any sort of soup stock, and salt. Then in a large pot on high heat, add 2 liters of water, the onions, ginger, shallots, bones, and the seasoning you prepared just then. Bring it all to a boil and spoon out any scum that surfaces. Do this a couple of times until the broth is as clear as possible. If you don't have a pressure cooker, you can continue boiling it for an hour. Otherwise, you can use a pressure cooker here to speed up the process. When ready to serve, discard the veggies and spice bag. If you have a strainer, strain the liquid to make an even clearer broth. If it's not salty enough, add more fish sauce, and if it's too salty, then you can add more water. To serve, all you need to do is prepare your noodles, beef, veggies of choice, and top it off with your pho broth and enjoy. Pho is served.
Thank you.
Try.
Beef.
How is it?
It's good.
Is it okay? Is it
Fish sauce.
missing fish sauce?
Can I put a little?
Better? Let me try. Wait. Okay, I was a bit skeptical, but that actually tastes fucking good. This entire thing, like 160 grams of noodles, 300 grams of the broth, 150 grams of beef. Overall, just under 400 calories. 36 protein, 52 carbs, and 5 grams of fat.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy. I reckon that's worth it.
It's worth it. Calorie-wise, it's just less than 1 packet of 신라면.
Yeah. So if you do want to eat pho for fat loss, you can definitely make your own, and it's not that hard. If you're in a calorie deficit, you don't have to eat diet foods. Like, you can make great tasting food or normal food that's calorie friendly. And so can pho be something that's great for fat loss? Absolutely. Less than 400 calories, pretty filling. You can definitely do it for sure. If there is a food that you'd like us to make, maybe let us know in the comments below. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. I'm freaking hungry. Let's eat. Oh, we've been filming all day.
Good job, baby.